Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk with you about Warré Beehive, especially the window of Warré. As you know, Warré Beehive, you can give the bees some piece of wood, something like this, with the kind of window, and they make it by themselves, the beeswax. The major problem is that they make it in the support from the wall to the wall, and to beekeeping is difficult, especially if you are a beginner or your experience is not so much by the beekeeping. And another problem that I had is that many times the bees go die because I had to separate the bee wax from the wall. Anyway, you can buy in some countries, I think, you can buy the window for the Warré Beehive. I make it by myself, and I experienced a few times how I can, how it's working, because I like that the bees make their own bee wax, and of course you can, if you make a window, something like this, with some metallurgy, something like this. And you can give them already beeswax and they make it. But that's not the issue if you don't like it and you give them just one window. You can win with some machinery, solder, I think they call it in English. You can give them a beeswax line. If I do this, because I'm filming with two hands, you can give it some piece of beeswax and it's smelled. I have some video in this channel about it, and we give them one line of beeswax around the window, and after that the bees make by themselves. But I saw if I don't put this metallurgy inside, I give them two. Sometimes it's fall. It's mean if I take the window out and I want to keep it something like this, the beeswax, because it's sometimes very heavy, it's falling from the inside of the window. And because of that, I think it's important to give them this, I don't know in English what they call, but anyway, we use it in the beekeeping. And we have to something like this to make the structure, to bend it better, I think. It's now heavier. Otherwise it's not so hard, but now it's very hard and the tension is very good. And you can use it to make a more surface. And if you make a surface, you can, with, for example, a piece of beeswax, you can put it on it. And if I close, and I don't know, you can see, in the surface we have some beeswax, and the bees like it. And what they do, they make the beeswax the natural way that they make it. They go all through of this. In some country, I say people who work and think organic, they put the wood inside. It's also possible. I didn't try it, but in this way I use it, and it's very nice because after it's finished and, for example, is full with honey and it's very heavy, it don't fall anymore, and it's working nicer and better. I do beekeeping a few years with the Warré Hive. I think first and second years was a disaster because I used the traditional way, only this wood, as you know, a piece of wood, and under I give them a line of beeswax, and the bees make that, and from wall to wall. There is another model with the short wood here in both side. Also, I make it, I don't know. I didn't like it because I have to use tools to cut the beeswax from the wall of the support. And anytime I had to, it take time, and sometimes the bee goes die because they is curious. They want to see what's happened, and they die. And I didn't like it, and it was very, for me, it was very hard to beekeeping. And after that, I make this window. Also, you can buy it, I think, but I make it by myself. It's not so difficult, I have to say, and it's very cheap. And after that, I experience how I can make this window better, and I search it. And some people, what I say, they put some wood here that they use it in the kitchen, bamboo, I think, bamboo wood. And but this work, in my opinion, very well. And my window, after finished, is working as like a industrial beekeeping window, I have to say. It's not falling anymore. Anyway, it's I think it's finished. And the next year I have to make it better, this window, because the major problem is the Warré came from US, and the wood that they use it, there is 25, and between that is 10, and in the Europe they use 22. Because of that is, I have to, next year I change all the things, and I make it as a standard US beekeeping. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.